Welcome to Brawlhalla.
All right. Looks like we got a quick cut over here from Sparky, but it's all good, man. We're gonna get to this first game super easy, as you said. Now, this is somewhat of a cheese pick to some people. This Teros does get a little crazy. In fact, I feel like most of my losses on ranked are to Teros. So here we are, though. I mean, we're seeing the top of the tops of this Brawlhalla sphere right here. So we're trying to see who actually ends up taking this first game right now. A lot of dancing around. Trying to say, oh, okay, I like that. Gets the neutral air to go ahead and cut that air dash with some neutral air or neutral light, neutral air. However, we are right back into it. You can see there's some pretty intense neutral being played right now, but it does not seem to matter. Teros is finding those 2 to 3 hits that he needs to go ahead and change your color. And he's already into the deep orange. Keeping it relatively even, though, is Kaya.
Now, going into this, Stingray and Wrenched had some words on Twitter earlier, and I think Wrenched ended up telling Stingray to finally win a tournament, something that he's never been able to do before. And Stingray replied back, "I bet, check bracket after you wake up." And then he said some words that I cannot say on stream in his tweet. So Stingray's coming into this. Every game is important because Stingray doesn't want to look like a fool for calling out his dub and not getting it at the end of the day.
That makes total sense. I mean, that's kind of what happens. Like when you're talking that mess, the one thing you definitely don't want to happen to you is that mess talk get thrown right back in your face after you get blown back. So, I mean, he's keeping it even right now. No one's really getting blown back so far in this match. But as I said, man, Stingray definitely fighting for a little more than just, I guess, money. He's fighting for those bragging rights, too.
So one of the cool stories here with this point in the tournament is Impala getting this far. I'm looking back at Impala's previous tournament placements, and it's like 17th and 25th, but sort of the beginning to middle of this year, 7th in spring championships, 9th in combo breaker, 9th in summer championships as well. So Impala's just all of a sudden exploded into this top scene, like almost consistent top 8 placements now. Going into this is a top 8 qualifier match, so getting into this would further solidify Impala into that top 8, but it's seems like he's struggling just a little bit to finish up these stocks. Stingray is maybe about halfway through this stock. If Impala's not able to grab maybe an early signature, we could see Stingray start to run away with this game 1 and gain a lot of the momentum in his favor.
What I've kind of noticed, though, is that we did see a lot of that bow play coming out first from Impala, but it seems like he's kind of trying to lean here onto the sphere for the time being. Maybe he just hasn't been able to find himself another weapon yet. Like the use of the neutral air, though. Very hard to dodge through if you're sitting directly on top of your opponent. Seems like he does indeed want to stay with the spear, though. Had a chance to get himself a weapon swap. Maybe not. All right. Unarmed. Oh, no.
Oh, this is really going... This is going Stingray's way right now. Now, you mentioned that Nair earlier, and I think that's actually kind of interesting that he chose to do the side light into the chase dodge. I can't remember if it was a chase dodge or a dash jump. Maybe a chase dodge jump. Neutral air over trying to read for the down light that he could have gotten into the side air. Like, Stingray was in the red, so going for just a Nair in that time frame with where Stingray was in his damage, kind of not really gonna be a kill option, which he desperately needed.
Right, yeah, to try to keep that game a little close. All right, we got the swap. I was just wondering if like, since he seems like he's very much into the bow, like, what is he willing to pick here? Kaya didn't seem to really work out too well for him. Not to say that he got blown back, but obviously that wasn't the way. And now he's playing my current main, Diana. I'm saying we are out here. I usually play the Laurel Crosswind, though, because that joint is too nice, but, you know, still got the same thing, same character, all that good stuff. See how this one plays out.
I've been loving Diana lately a lot as well. Been really feeling Bow, the way it kind of plays against most weapons in the game. Impala's not really trying to go for the downlight game so far by keeping Stingray really far away from him. He kind of been staying stacked a lot with him. There you see the D-light coming out, but Stingray hasn't been touched on the ground for too long, and that's where your downlight's going to hit. You're not really catching aerial opponents. Going in deep with the ground pound. Stingray goes back up to grab the weapon. The recovery comes out. Impala's here in the lead. Oh, the GC D-Sig right over on the corner. He was red. That means he's dead there. Even if he was orange, that was going to be a KO. Down Sig on Bow is extremely good. Like, if you're playing Diana and you're not using that a lot, you're leaving stuff on the table.
Yeah, I mean, her down Sig just in general for both her weapons are OD. Like, it's just like, it's such a turn the tides type Sig where you end up tricking someone into thinking that you're in a bad spot because you're so close to the edge. Next thing you know, they're getting slung over your shoulder and into the blast zone. So either way, he was able to get that first stock, and just like that, man, it seems like Stingray is starting to clean it up yet himself. Look at all this damage he's been able to add up in a quick 10 seconds.
Yeah, it's been this Hammerborn playing so well so far. Already done 3 true combos, stomp D-Sig, and then 2 stomp side airs. There's a nice side air. That has Impala in the red. We're on small Brawlhaven. Ooh, swapping away from the axe that he picked up. There's the dare. Now, I talked about Stingray being a possible gimmick player, but we're not seeing any real gimmick play coming out. He's not going for the double gravity cancel neutral signatures on the edge when he has axe in his hands. He's not even going for the stomp in-sig cheese. He's going for the stomp down-sig because it gives you a lot of damage, far from a gimmick. And then he's just going for stomp side airs. Just big chunky hammer moves. I'm liking this Teros from him.
Yeah, man, I feel like this Teros is definitely just playing very solid neutral. Very, very, very fundamental Teros, man. Didn't see anything that's like, that makes me think, wow, you got hit by that? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just really playing a very solid Teros. Fortunately, though, not going to be able to get past that recovery of Diana. Gets sent over to that top blast zone. And now, got a solid lead here, no weapon in hand. Okay.
Just juggling those weapons, trying to delay the weapon spawn. Continues to have that bow. Here comes another spawn. Stingray's able to get in, grab the axe. There's a neutral air, double neutral air. Try to get the 3-piece, but eats an axe side air. Stingray still in the lead here. Has center stage control. Impala over on the corner. Maybe trying to bait over into the in-sig, and Stingray's just not having any of it. The weapon toss was all that Impala could throw out while Stingray was in the yellow. In came the axe side air. Stingray takes the game.
I think Impala actually got stopped on his first little attempt at like a shimmy. Where he went, it looked like he tried to go for that same exact move right there that you see that we're seeing on the screen, that down sig. But I think that actually got thwarted, and then the second time he went for it, yeah, he just took that side air to the face, and that was all. That was all she wrote. So 2-0 right now for Stingray, proving the prophecy and his words true. Hopefully he can keep it. I mean, if he gets a 3-0 as well, oh man, that's insult to injury.
Yeah, 3-0 going into Winterside on the top 8 from a player who's been placing like right around the corner from top 8, and sometimes in top 8. That is a good way to start this top 8 bracket for Stingray. Except Impala, this bow is just completely different, even though it's the same weapon.
I mean, he is playing with a little more confidence maybe on this Kaya. Actually, way better start though, most definitely though. I feel like there's something about Kaya for me personally that it's just like I can't get into. I think it's mostly how the SIGs work for me. I feel like I need those like very basic. All right, this one hits like this one hits like this type SIGs. But she seems to have like just a little bit of complication on her SIGs. Sometimes the hitboxes be not exactly where I think they're going, or where you get sent is a little off from what I usually expect from like a down or a side SIG. Either way though, was able to find that quick down SIG and finish that stock like it was nothing. Uh-oh. Wow. Okay, just runs up and does it.
That hit in orange from the middle of the stage, and it's still sent off screen. The defense of Kaya just holding on there. GCD signature sending upwards at a 45-degree angle. Not going to be the earliest killing SIG out there, but something you mentioned earlier is that Impala looks like he's playing with a lot more confidence, and you can see that in his movement. He is all over the place. Playing here on Demon Island versus small Brawlhaven, that gives him a lot more room to walk around, to use his dashes, dashing in, dashing out, using his jumps, his fastfalls. Like, everything is completely different with this Kaya pick, with the Demon Island pick. I would not go back to small Brawlhaven if I was Paul.
Man, okay, finally gets that stock though with the down light side air. Took him quite a bit of time to get it. He's already in the red too on the Teros. Speaking of, this is a very nice Teros skin. I feel like it's the first time I've seen it. It's like the Pharaoh Teros. Here we go. Easy though, quick, sliding in with the down heavy right there. It's super nice, unarmed. Doesn't matter if it was unarmed or not. Found the power on it. Now, I think that you were definitely pointing out something good here, man. That's one good thing that Kaya does have over the Diana pick is the amount of speed that she is packing, plus that defense. I mean, he is moving around. He can take a couple of hits better than most characters. Plus, I mean, he is just really zooming around this Teros. Okay.
Ooh, grabs the sidelight, sending Impala up. Went for the neutral light follow-up, but Impala was just a little bit too high for that to be the option. Big chunks starting to come out from Stingray. Impala's not getting quite the flow that he had previously. We're not.
Seems like he's a little slowed down here for sure. However, all right. Oh, okay, get the down air. Almost going for the side air as well, but okay, we're getting a little crazy here with the SIGs. Unfortunately, that neutral SIG is not going to find his mark. I like the little action right there that we saw with that weapon toss. Almost like he got like a weapon toss into a reverse side air. All right. And there it is. Another side air is going to go ahead and find this mark. But will he be able to go ahead and take this game? He is a little behind, but not too behind to where it does not, where he can't make the comeback. He has quite a bit of health to work with before he ends up being in full danger. And he is Teros. So when you see Teros out here, look at that. Color change already off of one little two-piece right there. Next two-piece is going to put you in the orange. Got to get back down to the ground, though. Finally gets back down to the ground. The dodge was given up, but he was not able to capitalize on that side air into this, the down light, or the side light to down light. All right. Ooh. I mean, he is swinging, man, but like, unfortunately, or fortunately for him, even with all these swings, he's really not getting punished as much as I would expect someone to get punished, especially if you're throwing out these axe neutral lights. And he tries to get the weapon toss right there as a follow-up. Not gonna be the play.
Yeah, if he continues to do this and Impala can't find any momentum here, I would be scared if I'm Impala. Ooh, gets the nice jump ground pound to finish that up. That was looking a little harrowing though for Impala. You were seeing those chunks add up. He was getting into the orange and it looked like Impala might have been struggling to kill, and they immediately went right into this next one, ready to go. Now Impala is taking one out of dexterity to put into strength to give Kaya just a little bit more potency, and we're going to Crystal Temple. Not a map you see very often in North America. In some of the other regions, you'll see it more frequently, but it is a rare occurrence in North America.
I mean, it's interesting that that's the thing, because it seems like just such a solid map. Why do you think North American players don't like it?
Personally, those platforms are very low, so they just like always get in the way. Like the Miami Dome platforms are high enough, so they're out of the way. If you want to go to the platforms, it's easy enough to go to them, but they're never just in the way. The amount of times that my down airs get interrupted, or I accidentally like ledge dash or ledge cancel something that I don't mean to, happens the most on this map by far. But Impala picked it really quick.
Yeah, he really did pick this up like he was. I mean, he must have been practicing on this map. Maybe he's bringing some of that international flavor over to North America. Could be the way sometimes. Oh, okay, quick catch right there. Thought he was like, are you landing here? Absolutely not. Great to go ahead and send him off to the left side, take that stock, and now a solid lead here for Stingray, as he's only in the orange.
Yeah, Stingray was air traffic control saying you are not allowed to land at this airport. We are going to send you flying. You're going to have to go somewhere else. Now Stingray controlling the middle of the stage. Big side air.
Ooh,
okay. Went for the D-light recovery. Tried to go for the double recovery. That almost hit. Stingray was able to dodge through it. Still maintaining this lead here. It's getting bigger.
Okay, yeah, these weapons. Oh, yelled at him. Said, get out. Not here, man. Oh, that is Stingray. I mean, this stage pick, it really might have made Impala uncomfortable, but it definitely makes Stingray look super comfortable. Like, he was born here, dude. He is playing quite well on this fourth game. Looking like we might get this 3-1 victory. He's got a solid lead, still on his first stock. Still on his first stock, but now finally loses that stock off of that neutral light all the way from the ground. Still works. Okay. Well, two pieces right here. Do you like the neutral light usage? Yes.
He actually didn't get punished for it. I expected the downlight to come out from Impala. I guess he just didn't have the timing for it. Maybe he didn't trust that he would get it in time before Stingray got his dodge. There's a neutral light. You can find big damage on those when you start to stack them up. There's another one. And the weapon toss, and he's yellow.
Okay. I feel like that's one thing that okay. Yoinks real quick, but nothing crazy. I feel like that's one thing I definitely noticed about most boat users, that like, yeah, when you hit that side light, obviously there's no guaranteed combo off of that, but I feel like people panic dodge so often, but everyone at like high level goes for like the hardest read, and I feel like just waiting might be the play. Like, you hit the side light, you just wait to see what happens and then punish accordingly. But you know, maybe that's a Wi-Fi tactic not picking up in gold. Anyway, get out of here, slung, and you are gone. 514 to 341 damage. I think my boy was popping off. Good stuff to Stingray as he moves on